What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Welcome to episode 11 of the Wrestling Gremlins podcast. I am Bobby. I'm here with Nick. So buddy. so nothing happened last week in this week of wrestling, right? Nothing?
No. I heard some guy got in trouble for something that he did.
Some jobber, right?
Yeah,
it couldn't be any guy of sorts. He's not the guy. He's not a good guy or a bad guy. He's just
he's a suspended guy.
He's some guy who got suspended. He ain't no big deal. Okay, no. All right. In all seriousness, everybody, big news. It happened actually right after our podcast last week. Roman Reigns was suspended for 30 days for breaking the wellness policy. What is your opinion on this, Nick?
I want to know what it is first.
That's what everybody's been asking. Like, Tina's been asking, everybody on the internet's been asking it. Everybody's been putting things with syringes and weed, and that's kind of unfair to the guy.
Weed's a fine. It's not pot.
Yeah, I don't think he's fucking shooting heroin. I think what happened, I think he did some kind of steroids or HBH or whatever. I don't know. Maybe he even fucking took some Tylenol that was fucked up and it was over the fucking, the wellness policy. Who knows? It's hard for me to judge him at this point, but he did something where he had to be suspended. I'm actually happy that WWE did this. You can't let him go just because he's the dude. It was kind of fucked up that he even got to do the Raw and the whole pay-per-view, but they don't want to fuck up their whole plans.
I don't think he should be in the match.
I don't think he should be either. And if he does win, I think that's bullshit.
There's no if they were to do it, it would be about as good as Vince McMahon flipping everybody off holding the Stone Cold belt again.
Yeah.
It's we don't like this person. It's no, we won't. I think even he's tired of it.
The thing is, too, it's just if he wins, it goes to show it doesn't matter what the fuck you do.
No, they go back to the old days of strippers and cocaine binges.
I would love that. Let him just go crazy on Raw. I mean, make Raw the crazy show, make SmackDown the PG show. Fuck it.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. Let Raw be the PG show and let SmackDown be the crazy ass show. Because according to us, I'm the one writing SmackDown, so you can be PG.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. So there is a new Wrestling Gremlins champion, and it is not me nor Nick. It is his wife Amanda. She beat me.
Fucking Charlotte.
Yeah, I won that match though with her.
No, you didn't.
Oh no, I chose the other one. I chose Natalya, didn't I?
Yep.
Oh, son of a bitch. Also, me fucking going back on picking Ambrose and picking Owens, that kind of fucked me a little bit too.
Yeah, dumbass.
Yeah, well, you mean...
What really sucks, though, is, because, I really thought Roman Reigns was going to win, too, so I took the loss in that, but, because she picked Seth Rollins to win, you picked Seth Rollins, and Tina picked Seth Rollins, but technically none of you guys won, because Dean Ambrose won.
Well, we won. It doesn't matter at the end of it. I mean, Ambrose won, but still you get the win for that, because he officially won the match. I mean, but yeah, she picked Ambrose in the ladder match, and she picked Charlotte. She had a really good day where I did all right, but so she's the champion until at least Battleground. So congratulations to your wife Amanda. What did you think of Battleground?
Battleground hasn't happened yet.
Oh, not Battleground. Sorry, Money in the Bank.
It was cool, a little predictable. I hated the club. I don't know. AJ's fun, but I kind of hate him with the club. And that's the point. I don't know. We already have a swarmy little smart mouth person.
Who?
Seth.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, it's not a group, though. He was like that when he was in the Authority, but not...
Okay, well, we have the New Day, and I mean, the club's almost comedy nowadays. They're not. I don't take them serious.
I think a big reason why people don't take them seriously is because the whole John Cena thing. You mean John Cena made fucking Anderson look like almost like a jobber last week on Raw.
That's
not cool. They should have made Gallows and Anderson just look like a bunch of ass kickers and just killing people.
No, it's the WWE. John Cena wins.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think he's gonna win Battleground?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, he'll win a Battleground, and then they'll go to the rubber match or some bullshit, or he'll be in a tag match.
Oh, who do you think with?
You said Enzo and Kaz earlier, and I'm like, that's the only one because they don't have anything going right now.
That's true. I can see that. You know what I mean?
It ain't the Bond villains.
I've heard a lot of like rumors saying that it might be, he'll have Finn Balor come help him out, which if they do that scheme, I'd like to see them, have Balor come out and then just turn on Cena and join the club.
Well, that's what I think everybody wants. That's what you're not going to get.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of money invested with Finn Balor, so I could see him selling a lot of merch, being the Demon. So I could see that being the case. Not
Dude, you know how long it's going to take for him to get to the fucking ring if he's doing the Demon?
He'll be the next Undertaker.
No, that's shit. He has to crawl that whole distance. Like,
well, I'm sure
they'd
he'll
have to
modify
find
it.
better ways to get him into the ring.
Yeah, I don't know though. Like, he'll do the Demon, but he'll probably have to modify it to a way where he's like kind of running down and then slowly crawling and running. Like doing the whole crazy thing. Don't make it work. It's WWE.
Or give him a chainsaw again.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be stealing Dean Ambrose's gimmick when he got it from Terry Funk.
That he never used.
Never. That was ridiculous. I don't even see why they did that. I liked Terry Funk's promo though. I liked that because it was just like him being fucking middle-aged and crazy, even though he's way older than middle age.
What are you gonna do? Just gonna go do what I do.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, okay.
You can't write for Terry Funk, dude. Terry Funk's
Crazy asshole Terry Funk.
He was amazing. Okay, I wanna have like a higher fire, if you will, for the career. No. If you had to choose a career, whose career do you think was probably more profound? Would you say Mick Foley's or Terry Funk's?
That's a tough question because without Terry Funk, you don't get Mick Foley.
Yeah, so a lot of Japanese explosion matches.
It's Terry Funk. But for what if I were to say the words Terry Funk and Mankind, who's gonna be like, was that the dude that went off the top of that big ass thing through a table?
I'm
gonna get that answer a lot more than. Was he the guy that wore a woman's pantyhose on his head and swung a chainsaw? So,
yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of what they did with Terry Funk. I'm happy they brought him in, but why couldn't he just be Terry Funk? Why did he? Because he went by Cactus Jack. Mick Foley was Cactus Jack, one of his alter egos. But then they made him Chainsaw Charlie. Maybe I'm not, knowing.
Chainsaw Charlie fought in other. Like, that was a character he has used.
Okay, I was going to ask you that, because I don't remember him using that anywhere else. I've always just known him as Terry Funk. So maybe I just didn't know my history on that. And I'm usually pretty good with that kind of stupid shit.
Well, I'm just a bullshitter.
Okay, maybe you're just lying to me. And by the way, you bullshitting, and maybe I'm wrong because I haven't seen it, but I asked Gianna, who watched Sharknado 4. She said she didn't see no Seth Rollins.
I heard Seth Rollins is in Sharknado 4.
Oh, well, I haven't seen it yet, but I don't know if, like, Gianna doesn't know who Seth Rollins is, but I'm assuming if she said she hasn't seen him, she must know who he is. So, but, yeah, man. I thought Extreme Rules was actually a pretty decent pay-per-view. I thought it was actually pretty good.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank was good.
2 now.
What do you mean 2?
You just said Extreme Rules.
God damn it. Money in the Bank. Sorry. I'm so excited for the next one. No. Yeah, but no, Money in the Bank was actually, I thought, a really good pay-per-view. Having Roman Reigns loose clean was something very surprising to me. He doesn't really do the job much. It's probably because he, failed the wellness policy. But I thought that was pretty surprising. And AJ Styles I thought was going to win, but I didn't really like the finish of it where, Gallows and Anderson came out. I thought maybe he could had something could have happened differently, and he could have stole a victory from Cena. You know,
He did steal victory. In theory, he didn't know that happened. Remember, he was laying there the whole time.
that's true, I guess. But I mean,
It's just the next day when he was like, "Oh, we got him!" Ha, 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 ha. It's like, well, you were sleeping.
yeah, it's like, oh, say sorry, Gallows. Say sorry, Anderson. We're sorry, John. You know,
We're sorry.
yeah, the most fucking lame apology ever, which made it really funny, which was cool. Yeah, what'd you think about this Titus O'Neil and Rusev feud that's going on still?
I'm hoping the match is actually gonna be good, like just a slugfest, because they're just kind of been beating the shit out of each other. Like that was all tonight was just people running in and beating each other out. I was like, oh, are we running out of ideas? Or are we just hitting the brakes really quick before this draft thing? So it's like, just go and punch that guy.
Yeah, to go hit him in the face. Ooh, man. But speaking of, people coming out tonight, I would have to say I was kind of disappointed that we didn't get that 5-way title match.
Yeah, but do you really want a 5-way title match?
It'd be different. It would save the Shield 3-way. It would save it for a bigger pay-per-view.
I think they're just trying to get rid of all the crap that fans want so they can book into other things.
Yeah, I can see that. But if you think about it, like, Roman Reigns is coming off the suspension. People are going to be booing him, like, Barry Bonds status, I hope. You know what I mean?
He's not going to win the match.
He better not. Not because I don't want him to. Because, like, dude, I hope he's not, like some kind of addiction. I hope it's something not like nothing like that. I hope it's just, like, a slip-up. But, dude, like, you have to have, like, some kind of... You got to be reprimanded for your shit, man. You can't be reprimanded for being a fuck-up. You can't... You're the main guy, and you fuck up like that. You never seen John Cena do that shit.
John Cena isn't human.
And I'm not sure if they just cover it up really well with Cena, or if he just knows the game, or maybe he's just clean. But, dude, he hasn't fucked up the whole time he was there like that. I mean, Orton has, and they've called him out on his bullshit. So now that Reigns is given the ball to be the main guy, what the fuck? How are you going to fuck that shit up?
Be Roman Reigns?
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. I mean, I would assume you spend 357 days on the road jumping off of shit, getting punched in the face. Even if it's fake and they're stomping on the mat, you're going to hurt. You're going to be tired. You're going to time travel.
Yeah.
So at some point, I'm sure one time they're like, fucking, I don't care. I don't want to feel like this right now.
Yeah. So you think it's pain pills?
Either pain pills or some kind of fucking testosterone steroid. Because he looks tired as shit all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing a lot of like interviews. I'm sure he's doing a lot of house shows. But that's what comes with being the champion.
Yeah, but even then, dude, the human body can only take so much before it breaks down.
That's very true. That is very true. I know we're all over the place tonight, and I'm going to keep doing that. But, yeah, man, how good did Paige and Sasha Banks look tonight?
They look good. I mean, it's nice to see Paige, but she looks different now. She looks all older and more mature. She doesn't look like a kid anymore.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, it was like, wow, Paige turned into... Now she feels like one of the old dogs.
You're the old goth kid on the block.
Yeah, you're like the old goth kid on the block.
She's like, I don't listen to Cradle of Filth anymore. I listen to Dimmu Borgir.
She's only into raw black metal.
She's just into really, really shitty music. I bet
Paige
Paige
only.
Could you imagine, like, finding Paige's iPod? I'm sure it's the worst.
It's probably a lot of those really bad British screamo bands.
Yes.
You know who else would have the worst iPod ever?
Seth Rollins. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's horrible.
Oh, God, it's so bad.
Do you think there's anybody in WWE that listens to good, like, death metal or black metal or grindcore?
I do. I remember Kane did an interview for WWF Magazine. Because I used to have a subscription to WWF Magazine. Back when the Shop Zone existed.
Fuck yeah, dude. Shop Zone.
The catalog. You used to get swimsuit issues. Which...
I bought a Road Dogg shirt off Shop Zone.
Sick.
Yeah.
I think that's where my DX shirt came from. I wish I still had that thing.
Oh, dude, I wish I had a lot of my wrestling shirts. I have none of them anymore. It sucks. The only wrestling shirt I have is my CM Punk shirt.
Yeah, I got none. Anyways, he did an interview and he was like, I like Slipknot because of the mask. I think he even said like Morbid Angel.
Oh, don't tempt me like that.
Really?
That's pretty
What?
awesome if he likes Morbid Angel.
Angel.
Which is weird because like he wants to go into politics and he's hella smart. Kane's a smart fucking dude. He doesn't seem like the guy who'd really like death metal. But that's kind of a shocking thing that you said that. That's kind of cool.
I think he was also like, 30.
Do you think maybe somebody like was actually saying that for him? Like, hey, you're supposed to be evil. We're gonna give you these names. We'll make you popular.
I mean, you gotta think it's all an illusion. It's all a big magic trick.
That's very true. I mean, it's all a fucking show. It's a big carnival. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think who'd have.
This is not the Dark Carnival.
Oh my god. ICP has been in WCW and WWF.
Yeah, they're one of those things that could, in theory, go into the Hall of Fame.
They can.
With the oddities.
No, dude, no. Dude, the oddities had the worst fucking theme song ever.
Is Luna in the Hall of Fame?
If not, she's the only one that should be, that was part of that group going to the Hall of Fame. Luna Vachon was amazing. I know her dad, Mad Dog Vachon, I believe. Was that her dad or her uncle?
I don't remember. I think
it's sure? That was her dad. I'm not sure. But anyway, I think he's in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think Luna is. And if she is, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she is or not, but she should be if she's not. She's amazing. Yeah. Who do you think's going to be in the Hall of Fame this year?
Undertaker.
You think he's done?
They've been saying that Vince wants him to do a match at SummerSlam, and he's just like, no. I don't blame him, dude. It's time.
What else do you have to prove? He's the Undertaker.
Nothing. There's nothing else for him to do.
Yeah, I agree.
He's already lost. It's the last thing standing has fallen.
Okay, well, think about this, right? What is he going to have to do to go out? Like, he's done everything you can ever do. You know what I mean? He's won how many belts? Like, he's already lost. Like, what is going to be his swan song? Like, what's going to make him stop wrestling WrestleMania besides saying, hey, fuck it, I'm done? What's going to be that one big thing that makes it happen?
Should have been Bray Wyatt, but we saw that pooch got fucked.
Well, Bray Wyatt's been screwed over so many times, it's ridiculous. Look at Cena. Look at, like, the Undertaker match. You mean, he should have had some big...
Would be something like Cena.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why? We already know that.
Yeah. I mean, Cena's buried a lot of people, but he's brought up a lot of good people too. Like if you look at Kevin Owens, that really put Kevin Owens on the map. Of being a big star in WWE is that feud with him. Sami Zayn getting on the roster. There's a lot of people who John Cena has helped, but there's a lot of people he has hurt. Look at the Nexus. The Nexus was a shitty fucking thing he destroyed. But also if you look at the thing, he also put over CM Punk a few times, and that was big for Punk. Even though Triple H had to bury Punk on that. Somebody had to do it. Somebody had to bury Punk, and of course it had to be Triple H and his big ass nose and that shovel.
Dude, they really should have Triple H have a shovel match.
Dude, they should. Dude, why does he have a
CM Punk, shovels and ladders and brass rings and
dude, it's just Sonic the Hedgehog, a bunch of fucking rings everywhere. I didn't know this, but I was listening to the Solo Monster Sounds Off, and I guess it's the 20th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog. And that makes me feel very old. It makes me feel really, really old. God damn it.
It brings me back to a day when I was going to a class and I was listening to my Walkman and I collect cassette tapes. So naturally I pull out my cassette player to stop the music, and a girl looks at me in class and goes, "Is that a cassette player?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "I've never seen one of those before." Yeah. Fuck.
That's straight like Father Time kicking you in the dick.
Yeah. Father dick kicking time.
All right, so I'm actually going to borrow a question from the Solo Monster Sounds Off. He had the thing, because he was talking about Sonic's 20th anniversary. He did a buy or sell. Like, we do the hire or fire. He does buy or sell. Who would you buy or sell on, Mario or Sonic?
Mario, it's a bigger marketing machine.
Yeah, honestly, as much as
fucking print money.
As much as I like Sonic, I've had way more fun playing Mario games. Like, dude, I play Smash Brothers today. You know what I mean? On the Wii U, playing Mario Kart all the time. You know, I beat Mario, the original Mario, when I was like 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Like, dude, Nintendo was my life when I was a kid. You know, so I'd have to say Mario. But, dude, Sonic was awesome. I look at Mario, like the hallucinogenics, like, you know what I mean, era, just like, yeah, mushrooms, here we go. You know, it's a bunch of craziness. But then I think of, like, all the ADD kids, you know, like, it's like, here's Sonic the Hedgehog. He's fast. He's getting rings. Don't hit things. Like, there's a bunch of fucking just craziness. So I think that was made for the more...
Just have one ring.
One ring and to survive.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Do you have any idea, like, what do you think this whole Apollo Crews and Sheamus thing is going to go to?
Nothing.
I mean,
There's no stakes.
There's nothing. And, like, dude, they've already done the match hella times. Kind of like Ziggler and Corbin. It's like, where's it going to go to? What's it going to end at?
I don't know. WWE, I think right now they're really hitting the brakes. They're setting. They're kind of pulling back on starting new things, new feuds, because they're going to need twice of everything.
Yeah.
Mind you, think of how many pay-per-views are going to be now.
Oh, I know. We're going to one of them. If anybody who listens to the podcast actually want to meet up, you know, me and Nick will be going to No Mercy in Sacramento. You know what I mean? Yeah, come fucking hang out. Maybe you can drink with Nick or talk shit with me. We'll talk shit about Nick together. But, yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there early. So come meet up. Hit us up on Twitter at WrestleGremlins. And then fucking, yeah, we'll fucking see what we can do. Going back to the other news.
We're just talking to ourselves.
More than likely. No, I mean, we're a bunch of losers.
Shit is sad as hell. I thought you did this in high school.
Yeah. We have no friends. No.
Yeah, dude.
So, I don't know, man. What do you think about this whole Bray Wyatt and the whole Wyatt family against the New Day and Xavier Woods getting fucking possessed, basically, or freaked out? I like it.
I like the fact that Xavier Woods was Luke Harper.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, I fucking laughed my ass off. I laughed my ass off when they did the whole entrance. Like, you know, you see the fucking sheep mask. I was like, oh, it's a Wyatt family promo. And I was like, what the fuck's that horn? And all of a sudden it just goes to Big E. And I was like, oh my God, like, this is ridiculous. We're here. And he has like the unicorn horns, it's like fingers. It's like, dude. And then like the video package right before they came out was the greatest.
Dude, the video package was amazing.
It was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
The thing I like about this feud is it's silly, but at the same time, when it turns to the dark side, it goes there.
Yeah, it's not like the vaudevillains. Like, here's a time machine. Well, we're from, like, you know, back in the day. It's like, okay, here's this scary-ass group of the Wyatts, you know, this cult fucking team. And then you have the New Day. Power positivity. And I liked how Bray was, like, cutting that promo saying, oh, how do you tell positivity to a man who lost his job? How do you talk about the power of positivity when he can't feed his children? You know what I mean? Like, dude, that's some dark shit. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. Like, he's trying to turn that on them, you know? And Xavier Woods just freaking out. Like, you know, it's great. I think it's a really cool feud.
Well, he even kind of sold it really well in the kind of like, all right, guys, yeah, we got him good. Like, can we stop now? They're gonna show up, and I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want to be part of that shit.
Oh, look, they're here. Thanks.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. It's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I can't wait till Luke Harper gets back, man, because, dude, you know, the matches between the New Day and the Wyatts would be so much better if they had Luke Harper. Yeah, because, dude, Strowman still is green.
That this is working is because it's going to be a lot of talking. I mean, I'm assuming what's going to happen is the Wyatts are going to take the belts off of New Day. It's the only viable thing that that is the fall of the New Day. They take away Xavier, they take the belts.
Well, or they'll do the babyface thing where, like, you know, Xavier Woods is freaking out the whole time, like, oh my God, I'm so scared, and it comes down, like, tag me in, and he's like so scared, and he has to fucking overcome that and be positive and somehow win it for them.
Go fuck yourself.
Did I put a hole in your plan?
Swear to God, if that happens, I'm just gonna punch something in the vicinity of myself because it's time. Okay,
No,
the New Day, as much as I love them and the power of positivity, it's getting a little stale.
I liked them when they were chasing for a second. You know what I mean? Like that's when they're heels, though. You mean that's when they were fucking doing the bad guy thing.
But the thing is, like, the Freebird rule, like, they don't even get to really use that anymore. Like, I don't know. I miss a different type of New Day. Like, it seems like they've gotten too too comical.
Well, they've always been kind of comical. They had a little heel streak, and then they got
they're a
babyface.
comedy group.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like when the New Age Outlaws kind of became popular.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
Kind of like, and I hate like going back to those, but these are like, I'm trying to think of the kids today. Kids today don't have New Age Outlaws or.
Well, the closest thing is Enzo and Kaz.
Yeah.
You got Kaz on the mic, and then you got fucking Big Kaz being like Billy Gunn.
Yeah, but Billy Gunn was a lot smoother in delivery.
Ooh, in the ring or on the mic? Because Billy Gunn was brutal on the mic.
I don't know. Kaz is sometimes really painful.
Oh, no, I'm not arguing that. I have seen Kaz, and he's like, hey, you know what's going on over here? Let me spell it out for you. It's like, oh my God, shut up. Like, just let Enzo talk. Like, you mean, like, he's way more fluid on the mic. Like, he knows what he's doing. He has the gift of gab and the gift of jab, as he says. I mean, he's good at it. He's
even though he always was getting beaten up.
Oh, yeah, he's the art of getting his ass kicked and getting concussions. But no.
Always getting beat up. You know what's really fucked up is how many times they keep showing that fucking concussion video.
Oh, man. No, I give him credit.
Dude, show the concussion video. Show the concussion video.
I give him credit for coming back so quickly, too. Like, it was only, like, less than a month before he got back, right?
I think it looked a lot worse than it really was. I think it was one of those ones that just kind of got him just right and rang his bell.
That looked like it rang his bell pretty good. It looked like he cracked the Liberty Bell.
Ding, hey.
Oh, man. So.
Like when they hit him below the bell, it dings the bell. Bing!
Bing, 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 bing. So has Amanda been bragging much about her being the champion?
No.
Oh, I would.
We've unfortunately been really busy because my mom's getting married this week.
Oh yeah.
So
I was like, tell her I think congratulations.
Yeah, whoopee.
Oh.
But none of my family listens to this, so I can like say some shit. Watch the one time I do that, and then they're gonna like, listen to your podcast. Fuck.
You're out of the wedding. Shit.
No, I was supposed to DJ the wedding.
Ugh. God, what kind of music are you gonna play at a wedding? You.
They gave me a bunch of CDs and shit, so I had to set up a computer.
Oh, you and technology.
I'm gonna run a headphone jack to a fucking guitar amplifier.
That's what I do for my dad's fucking TV. Was Baron Corbin on TV today or no?
Nope.
I didn't see him either. He'll probably be on
I think there's something to kind of separate people.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be the first overall picks on both sides?
John Cena and probably Dean Ambrose.
I can see that because he's the champion. But that's
it's
also going to depend on who wins at Battleground.
But there's rumor there's going to be two belts. They've been starting to call this the WWE title, not the World Heavyweight title.
Oh, man. So what are they going to do with that? They're going to make it like the World Heavyweight Championship and then like the WWE Championship?
They'll probably do maybe, and then that way on each pay-per-view a title can happen, but we saw how this goes. So we'll have two champions for, 4 years, and then we'll have a unification match again, start this shit all over again.
Oh, man.
I don't like the two champions. I think the champion should float.
Yeah, you mean it makes everybody can fight for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see the pros and cons both ways, but because it's a lot of work schedule, man. Like doing 2 nights of doing that shit, like had to remember all those lines. If you do Raw and then you do a house show, not a big deal. But if you have to do 2-3 hour live, remember these lines, do this, go out there and wrestle, do that. It's going to be a lot, you know what I mean? And I doubt they're fucking on SmackDown and Raw. I bet they keep those brands so far away from each other traveling wise, it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
What did you think of that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens thing tonight?
I
personally like it myself.
I like it because I think I think what it should be is the match should be whoever loses has to go to the other show.
Yeah, but I think the guys should be able to choose what show they go to. Like, if you win, you get to decide which one you go to.
Yeah, there needs to be some kind of stake because, it's a story that writes itself. Like, no matter whatever happens, you have that story.
Yeah,
and it'll
that's
be
true.
good.
I like how it's very, like, Kevin Owens is very subtle about it and saying, you know what, dude, you're a horrible friend. You weren't there to support me. You know, you should be happy that I did what I had to do to be, in this company and make a name for myself. I'm sorry it was at the expense of you, but you should be happy with me. Like, we're friends. You're a horrible friend. You know, like, I thought that was a really cool way of going about it.
Yeah. I liked that it was loud tonight. He just kind of had his, okay, you want to do it. Okay, we're going to. Who do you think's going to win that?
Fuck. Owens has been eating a lot of pins lately. Dude, if they're going to kill the fucking thing, they're probably going to go with Zayn. Just because they're trying to kill the feud. And, Owens has beaten him on multiple occasions. And handily, mind you. Like, at NXT, he dropped him and, like, powerbombed him so many times he couldn't get up.
That is true. But NXT doesn't exist in the WWE universe.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, it's hard to tell. If they go by the continuity of, like, the storyline, then I think Zayn should win. But if they want to make, Kevin Owens a big deal and maybe challenge for one of their belts, then Kevin Owens should go over.
I think within the next year or two, you'll see Owens with the title.
I think they should, because, dude, how many times are you going to flip the belt from, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose? Or wait, hold on, there's Triple H every once in a while. Oh, there was Sheamus. Oh, yeah, my John Cena needs to get the title back, Like, those are not the guys you need. Like, I say the first three you do. I mean, they're going to be champions for a long time. But you need to bring up people who are about that age that can still go. Sheamus is, dude, he's been over for years. Like, he's just, like, not over, like, over with the crowd. He's been just done. Like, he's been boring as fuck for years. And why the hell they gave him the belt is beyond me. It'd be like if Alberto Del Rio won the fucking Money in the Bank and became champion. No one would give a shit. I mean, that'd be horrible. So.
Still a high possibility that could happen.
Man. I could see him being a SmackDown champion. Or Raw, whatever he's on. Like, he's going to get one of the belts. But if there's two, there's an out on that, It's not like you're going to be the main guy on the main show. It's like, okay, there's two belts. You can be a champion on the fucking lower one, I guess.
What do you think's gonna be the stronger of the two shows?
I think SmackDown's going to start off being stronger because in the beginning it's going to be Raw. I think it's going to be Raw for the sure fact that it has all the viewers already. But I think they're going to put all their time and effort into SmackDown to try to build that to be a main show. They're going to throw all the good guys there and make you want to watch that, so that boosts ratings very quickly. Doesn't it seem kind of funny, though? Like, you have Baron Corbin, you have Apollo Crews. There's a few other people they've brought up, the Vaudevillains for, another team. The only team that seems like they're still relevant, it seems like Enzo and Kaz. But, dude, they seem like they're almost, like, fading away because you got to make room for, like, Nakamura and, Finn Balor and Samoa Joe and maybe, maybe Asuka and Bayley. You're bringing up more people. So it almost seems like the guys they just brought up are old news.
Do you think that, then they were kind of the testers, really.
Yeah, and Enzo and Kaz are the ones to get over.
Well, they were not hard to get over. People already wanted them.
They're very charismatic.
Apollo Crews is probably out of all of them the hardest because he's kind of like... I don't even want to use this description because it sounds terrible, but he's like a big bear that dances, like the old circus bears.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't do anything. It just feels really flat and boring.
No, I see what you say with that metaphor. I see what you're saying. He's like, okay, we're going to have him here. We need to have him here. He can do some flashy things, but at the end of the day, we're not going to care about that. We're going to care about the guy who's getting shot out of the cannon. You're not going to worry about the bear dancing, but we got to put him there because people will like him and they want it, but they don't care enough to really give a shit.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Corbin needs to win something or tag with somebody.
No, he's already won the Andre Battle Royal. Shouldn't that be enough for somebody?
No, that doesn't mean shit. It's just kind of there to do.
That's true. Big Show won it 1 year. No one really gives a fuck about that. Cesaro, what'd that do for Cesaro? Nothing.
Almost got a Paul Heyman push, but...
Yeah, and he fucking failed with that, just like Curtis Axel. I mean, it's funny because everybody's like, oh, I want to be a Paul Heyman guy. Besides CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, who has Paul Heyman gone over in the last 20 years?
Oh, nobody.
Yeah. You mean back in the day, like you mean ECW, he's gotten over some people, and like the Dangerous Alliance, he got over a lot of people. And I'm not saying that like Paul Heyman, it's Paul Heyman's fault. If you put like let's say Apollo Cruz, you need to have some kind of like thing for him to work with. Paul is probably the greatest speaker on the mic, but dude, if you don't give him anything to work with, he's dead in the water. It's like, look at Curtis Axel. What are we gonna do with Curtis Axel? Look at Cesaro. Okay, he's good in the ring, but he can't talk at that point. A lot of people are going to hate on that, but dude, at that point, Cesaro was only getting over because of the swing, and he was getting over with the Real Americans. They should have kept it at that. With Paul Heyman, they have nothing in common for him to actually make it work. Brock is a fucking beast. He doesn't need to talk. He just goes, kills things, and Paul plays it off, and they've worked well together. CM Punk didn't even need Paul Heyman, but it worked because they're so good. CM Punk can make anything work, and so can Paul Heyman if he has the right guy. So it can't be everything, but he can make it work if the guy has something to work with.
Yeah, he is a loss of a dying breed, though. Because how many managers do you see that are really good? Because Lana, not good.
No, Lana's horrible. Paul Ellering's back with the Authors of Pain, and that should be interesting. That should be pretty cool. When Zeb Coulter wasn't with Alberto Del Rio, when he was with the Real Americans, I thought he did a really good job.
That wasn't racist as all hell.
Huh?
So that wasn't racist as all hell.
Oh, I know. But dude, you got to get that heat. You know what I mean? Who else could, okay, if you could bring somebody back to be a manager, who would you bring back?
Oh, Sonny.
Something will be getting over.
Somebody will get over.
On her face. All over her face. Manager. Think about it, though, really. Like, if you can bring back a manager, who would you like to see? Because I think managers are lost art. Who?
Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South. He's a great one. I would say Bobby Heenan, but he's battling so much illness, like he doesn't really have a jaw, and that sucks because he was so good. Dude, Bobby Heenan was amazing. I think I'll give you another one. Hire or fire, Paul Heyman or Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Bobby was better back. I don't know. That's kind of a weird. You're like basically being like, well, would you like?
Well, let me make it
Washington.
Well, let me make it easier for you because, think about this. If you have what Paul Heyman's greatest accomplishments of being a manager, he had the Dangerous Alliance. He's had Brock Lesnar. He's had CM Punk. And then if you want to say Taz, he had Taz for a while, I think, too, back in ECW for a second. I forget, really. Mostly he was just, the owner, basically, on stage, on TV kind of guy. He's the running man. He's the guy who ran it. But really, the Dangerous Alliance, Brock Lesnar, and CM Punk. Let's put it right there. Okay. And then on the other side, you have the Heenan family. You have so many to even name, dude. Let's start with one, Andre the fucking Giant. You know what I mean? Go from there. He had so many guys, and they all were really good. But if you look at the Dangerous Alliance, they had, Steve Austin, Rick Rude. So it's really hard to say, but then it really goes down to who was better on the mic. Who do you think is better on the mic? Fifth, yeah. It's... You'll need a fifth of whiskey to actually decide that.
yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think I have an answer for you right now.
I think it's just just based on opinion at that point because they're both really good.
Yeah, I got nothing for you on that one.
All right, well I'll give you kind of the same road. If you can make a Paul Heyman guy off the roster right now, who would be your Paul Heyman guy? I have two.
I'd probably put Bo Dallas.
Oh my God, shut up. Eva Marie.
Yeah. Paul Heyman guy.
We'll make Big Show a Paul Heyman guy again.
No, I don't know. For a Paul Heyman guy, because there's nobody that screams it. If anybody, it'd be Samoa Joe.
I was thinking him or either Baron Corbin. Let Corbin destroy people, and don't have to say much. Let fucking Paul Heyman do it. It's he's the new age of fucking, the new Brock Lesnar. Let him go out there and just destroy people. Brock is way more intimidating, but, Corbin's kind of thing is, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fuck you up, But then, honestly, my other pick was going to be Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is a fucking monster, and he can talk, and he's charismatic. Let Joe be the other guy. He'll fucking handle shit.
But that's the thing is, Brock can't talk.
He can.
He can. He can talk as a human.
He's very well spoken. I've seen a few things on ESPN. He's very well spoken.
Speaking of ESPN, do you see anything about Sports Center tomorrow night?
I'm very excited about that, though. Fucking Wyatt family. I saw actually last week's on accident. Like, I watch fucking sports shit, and I was flipping through the channels. It was like, ESPN Sports Center, sweet. What the fuck is Rusev and Lana doing on my TV on ESPN? It was just incredibly awkward between them. It's almost like, I run this dick runs this shit, bitch. And she's like, oh, what team do you like? And Lana's like, and he's like, oh, she likes the Los Angeles hockey team. Where he was like, oh, I like the blah, blah, blah soccer team, like he actually was all the one saying all the words where Lana was just like there, like, oh, I don't know what to say. And she was cutting in and out of her Russian accent. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing.
I don't know how she's still there.
I don't know either. She has no fucking redeeming qualities besides looking good.
I noticed they stopped her from wrestling.
Did they really?
I haven't seen her wrestle a match since WrestleMania.
Here's another thing. Where's Eva Marie been? Like, not like I'm the hugest fan of her. Tina Fowler's on Twitter. She loves her. She's like, Eva Marie's so cool. I don't know why she gets so much shit. It's like, oh, God.
I don't know. Nobody knows. She's probably back to training.
Yeah.
I think she'll probably come up in the draft.
Oh, I'm sure she will. I mean, she'll probably come back. And honestly, that's probably a big reason why Brian Kendrick's got his job back.
Probably.
That's what I'm thinking. I think he got his job back because he's training Eva Marie. And honestly, dude, I'll give her credit. Like, I thought she fucking sucked before, but I think she's gotten a little bit better. Huh?
She did suck before.
Yeah, and she's actually shown improvement. I'll give her credit, man. She didn't give up. Dude, of all the shit she's gotten, it would be really easy for her to quit and go back to modeling. But she actually stayed with it.
She didn't.
So, I mean, good for her. I mean, I give her credit. I mean, I don't think she's any good, but she's very good to look at. She's kind of weird looking, though.
She has a very odd face.
Yeah.
I think kind of alien.
I'm not saying that, like, even if I was single, I wouldn't hit it. You know what I mean? Like, she's good looking. She's very attractive. She just has a different look to her. Which, I usually kind of go for the different look. Mila Kunis is like my celebrity crush. She has kind of a strange look to her, but she's pretty hot.
She would run screaming from you.
Oh yeah, dude. So would I. If I looked in the mirror, I'd run screaming. But yeah. What else? I was going to bring up something else to you. I can't think of it offhand. We're going to probably do this for another 4 more minutes. Get out of here. We'll cut it at the 45-minute mark. We're doing a short one tonight. We're trying to just catch up, get back to everything. No, it's been kind of slow besides the Roman Reigns thing. Is there anything else? No. Actually, I did want to talk to you about a few other things. I remember. What do you think about the Jerry Lawler thing? You think he'll ever come back?
No.
No?
They hired a new color commentator.
Well, yeah, Otunga. Fucking God, I think that's a waste of space.
No, not Otunga. Some guy from ESPN. I don't remember.
Okay.
Look it up when you get off.
But what's kind of weird is if you listen to the stories, Jerry doesn't drink at all, right? And the reports, everybody who knows him says it doesn't sound like him. But dude, what are you gonna do dating someone that's seriously like way less than double your age? You know what I mean? Like, dude, she's fucking hell young. She's, I think, younger than us, dude. And that fool's like 60-something. So what are you gonna do? She's
her age, yo.
Huh?
Dick didn't want to quit, and she was like, "No," and he was like, "Yes."
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the whole situation's fucked up. If they can find a way to make it where everything's good and they go to classes, I could see him coming back. But at the same time, they might be wanting to cut him out. Like, dude, you're kind of old. You're not really that great anymore. I think he's getting better on SmackDown. He's not being as watered down as he is. But
I think it's time for him to go.
Hit the dusty trail.
I think JBL needs to go, too.
I think Byron Saxton. I think JBL. If you have to keep Cole, keep Cole. Get rid of Otunga. And this would be the team. This would be the team if you could do it. I would have, and this is going to sound a little weird, on Raw, I'd have Michael Cole, and I would have Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, I think, would be a good color commentator. And then on SmackDown, I'd have Mauro Ranallo and Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you on the Tom Phillips hate?
No, I think Tom Phillips does really good in NXT. I think you need a color guy. You don't need a fucking play-by-play. You need a color. You have Mauro Ranallo, who's, in my opinion, right now the best guy in professional wrestling. I listen to JR on the New Japan stuff, And it doesn't sound as good as it would like if it was WWE stuff. You know, it sounds like he's learning where he knew everything before. You know what I mean? So he's trying to catch up. He's not bad by any means. He's amazing. He's Jim Ross. He's, in my opinion, the greatest of all time. But he's trying to catch up. You know, he's like, okay, who's this guy? Who's this guy? And like he's kind of, you know, in WWE he booked those things, so he knew who everybody was. He knew all the moves. He knew everything. With, you know, New Japan, he's almost like learning on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it shows. It's almost like he has to watch a video and then commentate.
Yeah.
But he's not there. He's not on the actual energy of the show. He's just like, shit, I gotta sit in my living room and call this match.
And I noticed on the New Japan things too that he always kind of references WWE wrestlers, like, oh, Tanahashi, he's like the John Cena, you know, and oh, Okada, he's like Randy Orton. And it's like, why are you comparing these guys? They're nothing alike. They might be like popularity wise, but Tanahashi and Okada are way different.
Yeah. I need to watch some more New Japan.
New Japan's cool.
This sucks. It's like every time I'm like, ooh, New Japan, I was like, shit, I'm doing something.
So, for everybody who listened to our last podcast, I said it's going to be Tanahashi versus Kenny Omega in that ladder match, the first ever one. Actually, I guess something happened with Tanahashi where he couldn't do it, so they actually had Michael Elgin go against Kenny Omega in the first ever New Japan ladder match. I don't know who won. I don't know. I'm hoping Omega, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it got switched up. I don't know why, but I'll do some research. I wasn't able to watch the Ring of Honor Best in the World yet. I tried to, but I could only find a streaming thing of last year's. I didn't have the money to pay for it. I paid for every other Ring of Honor one. I think I get one for free. Fuck it. Okay. Have you ever been able to find the video I was telling you about Omega versus Xavier Woods playing Street Fighter V?
No, I haven't looked it up yet.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. Yeah, man. I think, unless you have anything else, I can't think of anything else to say.
No, I'm literally sitting in a puddle of my own sweat. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, it has been really fucking hot. California, man, it's a fucking heat, fucking just desert out here. Right now, man, like, it's got 100 over here. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think it's still like 80 in my apartment right now.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting to actually go back in the garage where the garage door is open and work on paintings and just sitting there with the air conditioner or the fans on me and just chill.
Nice.
Well, yeah, man. So I guess I will talk to you tomorrow. And yeah, for everybody else, have a great night. Later.
Deuces.